Almighty of heaven and earth says you have 1 minute left. That's what he told me. Last night we had a thunderstorm in the middle of the night, and my dog was very scared. And normally I coddle him and help him through when he gets anxious with thunder. And it was in the middle of the night, and what he does is, what he did and what he normally does if I don't attend to him, he comes over to me. If I'm laying down, he basically tries to sit on my head and starts panting and drooling. Is just very nervous. And in the middle of the night, I removed him. I didn't even comfort or console him. I just moved him off the bed, like, leave me alone. I'm sleeping. Stop it. And in my brain, I'm thinking, nothing's going to happen. You're fine. You should know by now that, as long as you're with me, nothing is ever going to happen to you. So knock it off. I was very agitated. And then I heard the Lord say, that's what I'm about to do. That's what I'm about to do. The way that I took my dog off of my head in the middle of the night, it happened 5 times. He kept coming back, and I kept pushing him away. And the Lord told me, that's what I'm about to do to the people of the earth, is when I rapture my true bride, I'm going to not look. I'm not going to pay attention to their crying and help me. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to turn my face away for 3 days. And that'll be the 3 days of spiritual darkness that begins on the earth as the minute the final worldwide rapture takes place. And that's what happened in the night. And he told me, and then I fell back asleep. And then I woke up again, and he said, 1 minute left. Tell him, Judy, there's 1 minute left. And he asked me to make a video. And I said, okay, can I go back to sleep first? And he said, yes. And so I'm making the video now. There's 1 minute left, and then God will turn his face away after the final worldwide rapture, and for 3 days, while we're having the beautiful marriage supper of the Lamb, the earth will be in spiritual darkness, just completely turned away by God, much like I just turned my dog away from comforting him last night. I just turned him away 5 times. He kept coming back, to try to sit on my head, and I just kept pushing him right back off the bed. And so that's what the Lord will do for 3 days. But he's so merciful. On the 4th day, he will have the comebacks come back to work the harvest, and the light of the world, so to speak, will come back on. The spiritual darkness will only be for 3 days, because that's how nice the Lord is. He's only letting people be scared for 3 days. And then, because remember, when the bride is taken, the light of the world is gone. The light that's within us is what's keeping the power on and keeping the world going right now. But as soon as he takes us, the bride, it's all bets are off. Things will just go into chaos, complete chaos. But we're holding the peace, our very presence. So we will come back, though. The light of the world will come back through his people that come back to work the harvest, and we will be working the harvest in a glorified body. And what that means is in a body that's indestructible. It'll still look like a human body. People won't know that we're glorified, but we are destruction cannot touch us. For instance, when we come back on that 4th day, we're going to warn that the fire and brimstone's about to hit. And then we're going to lead people into salvation, while it's hitting. But it can't touch us because we have glorified bodies. And then we'll warn them about the nukes coming the very next day. On the 5th day, America will be completely destroyed. And then we will be off in our glorified bodies to work the tribulation in other parts of the world. And that's how the story goes. This is all from the Lord. There's 1 minute left. People of the earth, be ready. Be ready. And what you're seeing in Texas and the different blackouts, that's just a total warm-up of what's about to happen when God removes his grace in the form of his people off this earth in the worldwide rapture. Just a taste. It's nothing. These power outages you're seeing across America, and people are in blackness and cold. It's nothing compared to the tribulation. Wake up, people of the earth, wake up. Get right with God, or you will be left behind to suffer. And when you go to him for help, it'll be too late. For 3 days, he'll just push. He will not listen. He will not listen. But on the fourth day, mercy will come back. Oh, how I wish that people would get serious with God now. Oh, how I wish you would.